James Starling here for the DeeJam YouTube channel after today's matchday experience between Benhall and Ransomes. I'm here with Ransomes Manager Ben. How do you reflect on that? First came back after a long period out. How do you think you boys did?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, the first 60 minutes I thought we were excellent. I think the game was very evenly matched, and I was really impressed with how the boys had come back and looked after their fitness levels. But having said that, there's nothing you can replace other than match fitness, and I think in that last 30 minutes we saw Benhall take over, having played last week and us missing out, and I feel that proved to be the difference in creating the scoreline that was there at the end.
So do you think that was the main thing?
In my opinion, yes.
We were talking at half time, there wasn't really a huge amount in that game, like possession wise, chances, fairly even.
Yeah, I mean, for the first 60 minutes it was an even fixture. Both teams had good periods of possession, both had half chances, a couple of maybe one or two clear-cut chances which both teams possibly could have taken. But I certainly came off at half-time with that group of boys knowing that we were well and truly in the game and certainly had matched them all over the park, and I think they'll probably say the same. But like I say, games last for 90 minutes, and if you ain't there ready for the last sort of half an hour or so, then you do fall short, and that's what happened I think today.
Yeah, because even when it went 1-0, I thought you boys were still in the game. You were creating quite a few chances. That the wing play suddenly kind of opened up a bit, but the moment that second goal went in, that kind of, even though there's still 10 minutes to play, it seemed to kind of knock the wind out of everyone, didn't it? Just that kind of killed the game, really. Yeah,
it did, and we had a few, obviously, fall short of fatigue and injuries, and we had to make obviously rapid changes, players coming out of position. I think Benhall took advantage of that by getting the second goal, and Benhall are a strong outfit. I mean, in my eyes they're going to be in that top 3, top 4. I mean, it's a long way to go in the season, but they've got the resolve to be able to see out games. They've got enough in them to be compact when they need to, and they've got their threats going forward, so they're a good outfit. And I mean, it's not a disgrace losing to a good side like that, but like I said, it also highlights what we need to kind of improve upon going forward as well. So good luck to Benhall, but we're in a good position.
How do you reflect on your season so far? I know it's been incredibly stop-start for everyone, but for you guys, you're 7 games in, you're still a few behind other teams in the league. How do you kind of reflect on how it's gone so far?
Yeah, I mean, before today and stuff, if you looked at the league table, we're in a very comfortable position. We look like we belong there after maybe a few doubters with how we got promoted and stuff, but we've proven in the games we've played that we earned our place to be in this division. I think that will continue to be the case. I mean, we've got boys who are hungry, who are willing to commit to training, who are willing to listen. We've got young boys willing to learn, and I think, having been around football for long enough, I know that this is a team that's still evolving, and they're a team that can still win a lot of games in this division against a lot of teams, and I think that's Ransome's way of of building this team together. I think if we consolidate this year, that's going to be a successful season, but we certainly have belief that we could go in and beat any team in this division if we're at full strength and if we're on our absolute top peak performance.
Yeah, I'm going to ask this question to everyone. Do you think realistically we're able to get this season finished? I know it's a very broad question, but I'm looking at some teams around the league and Barham. I know that their jokes are their fixtures are becoming a bit of an online joke at the moment, but they've only played 2 games. There's a lot of teams that are really struggling at the moment to get their fixtures filled. Do you think we can complete the season?
I think it's going to be a tall order. I mean, if you're looking at how the fixtures are going to pan out, I mean, it's going to run us into June for a lot of clubs, or it's going to be a lot of midweek fixtures, and I think there's a danger there that again, you're going to have problems possibly with work commitments that people are going to be involved with. So will you be able to field a full 11 even, let alone have a squad available? Particularly, I think there's going to be a lot of reliance on dual registrations as well, which will be a bit of a shame, I think, because you want to try and stick with a committed squad as much as you can. But I think if you've got games coming in Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, which I look at it now and think could happen, I think you then are going to require a larger squad, because for some of the older heads like myself and stuff, I couldn't play that many games in the space of a week, and certainly Neil Calver for us couldn't play more than a game a week at the minute. But that is all to be found out. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we, in good time.
Would a club like Ransomes be able to cope with something like that? I mean, what kind of, have you talked about what kind of provisions would be in place for that eventuality if you did have to start playing some midweek games and whatnot?
Yeah, I don't think we've looked that far ahead yet. I think way COVID's set out, you kind of just sort of judge it week by week, and if you get a
Yeah.
game on a Saturday, you're lucky enough at the minute. You just
Yeah.
kind of embrace it and
Yeah.
and just enjoy the weekend that you've got, because like I say, it could fall short again and you could end up with a similar situation of a couple of weeks off, even with bad pitches and weather and kicking into place as well. So I mean, we just take it a week at a time. We just go that way and we'll see what happens with if we get a full season.
Yeah.
You know, I don't look too far, but I think we definitely could, with the size of the squad we've got, if everyone
Yeah.
stays committed, we've certainly could benefit from having a larger squad. So yeah, we'll just see. We'll just judge it by the week. So
Definitely. Well, good luck for the rest of the season,
Thank
and
you.
hopefully we can complete it.
yeah, thank you. Fingers crossed.
Cheers, mate.